Hi everybody, welcome to Dungeons and Taverns. I'm host Saul Sunforge. Today we're working on session 2 of creating a world map for our viewers and subscribers. The map will be available at the end of the last session in the description, and it'll be pinned in the comment section as well. Feel free to stick around, enjoy the music, enjoy the map making. I'm going to try to edit about 2 hours down to about 15 minutes. So enough talking, let's get busy. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is let me see here. Let me zoom it out. There we go. Oh. Oh. Off to a great start. So first thing I'm going to do here is I want to take this continent here and shift it down here and open this up for the islands. It just feels more natural to me. Even though D&D maps aren't supposed to be natural, they're supposed to be a little bit natural. I've always felt that anyway. So we're going to make it look a little bit more realistic. And we're also going to shape the continents a little bit better and maybe move the water bodies to place them in different locations. So it doesn't look like a capital B. That was unintentional. Alright, well there's what it looks like so far. I'm not exactly done yet placing those islands and shaping them. Alright, so we're going to clear out this little past island here so we can start making the bridge continent. Get rid of all this stuff jutting out into the water here. That should be okay right there, that little thing there. We also toned down the sides of some of these harbors here. This one we cut into pretty good. And then this one up here we cut up substantially. Alright, so I'm not done with the shape of this at all. It's like the generalization of it, really. I gotta reshape it and resize it. But I gotta resize this large continent here on the left. I think my continents are probably a bit too big based on the scale I'm thinking of. So we're gonna go ahead and slice into this thing down at the bottom and probably eat away at some of the inside edge. Alright, so you can see here we cut these lakes down quite substantially to add more landmass in the middle. So we can eat into this landmass from the right side and it will look more normal than it does now. So we're going to get rid of this little hump over here. Make a normal looking coastline. See what that looks like. It's a bit better. Alright, so we cut this gulf in here. We skinnied up the backside of this left continent, and we cut the landmass into a small island over here. Not sure if that looks okay. For right now, I think it looks fine, but I might get rid of that later. Alright, so it looks like we have 12 islands. If you remember from last video, we rolled up that we can only have 10 islands, so we're going to have to get rid of 2 islands. And probably more, because I want to put islands in here, so get rid of one here. There's one. Yeah, let's get rid of the one we just made. That's 2. Then we should get rid of one more so we can add one up here. There we go. There's 3 islands. We can add one. All right, there we go. So we cleared those islands out of the way. We added this 10th island here, and I might reshape that or not. I don't know. Because I do like that it has relatively, whoever controls this island relatively controls this seaway over here. So you can actually have a good conflict with the islanders from here and the islanders over on this way to see who dominates this lower portion of the sea. This island up here I'm going to make larger. I'm going to extend down in the channel. And the reason these islands are so massive and could almost be continents themselves is because I rolled up that I had to make 10 islands and they had to take up 30% of the map. So that's why these islands are so massive. I mean, you got a few small ones. I don't count these little atolls here. These are just little what do you want to call it? Outcroppings of sand that the water, the ocean depth isn't enough to overtake them. They're not really islands. Nobody lives there. They're just kind of obstacles, really, for the unwary sailor. But yeah, some of these larger islands here, for instance, are gonna probably be about 600-700 miles across. And then some of these smaller islands here are just gonna be like, 30-40 miles across. That's still pretty substantial for an island. Even though Australia technically is an island, it is a continent. So we're trying to not make, continent-sized islands, but they have to take up 30% of the map, 10 islands. So they have to be pretty huge. The dice have spoken. And then when continents connect, you usually have to have something as a natural boundary. Forests of great length. Mountain. There's no volcanoes or desert in this map. The dice have spoken. Rivers. Rivers work great. Lakes. Those are the types of natural boundaries that we need to put in between for our connecting continent. All right, so we're going to go ahead and choose green for our mountains over here, because this is going to be like a swampy, boggy area. That oxidizes the iron. Mountain turns it. All right, so we have a mountain chain going here. I just need to butt the water up against the mountains. Then we're filling some swamp over here. I also need to get some starter hills over here that started turning into the elevation and terrain that is mountains. All right, we're gonna get rid of this this lake right here. All right, so I'm thinking about over here on this left continent, splitting one of these lakes or seas. I use the term interchangeably. Really, one larger, one the other. And so when I said 12 lakes, it's 12 lakes and seas combined, not 12 of one and then something of the other. So we're going to go ahead and probably divide this up with a strip of land here. I don't think I like that, really. Might have to put this lake somewhere else further away, because that strip of land looks very weird. So we have to have lakes further apart. There, that one looks more natural now. So let's see what we can do to the left one to make that look better in distance between the two lakes. Alright, there we go. It looks a bit more natural because there's more land in between those two bodies of water. And I extended them away from each other and erased the parts that were going towards each other. So it gives more distance, the appearance of more land. So we could do something with that. But now it looks like a ghost face because of the mouth down here. Oh, we can make a coastal forest. I've never really done that before. That sounds very interesting. Coastal forest all up in here. Now, the thing is with the world map that trees and stuff they're going to be so tiny that you're not going to be able to really see them. So you're going to have to make a whole bunch of them or make them a little bit larger. And the players, they understand that in order to see these details, they have to be exaggerated, sometimes substantially. Alright, so this is a swamp tree over here on this side. This isn't the forest side. I just wanted to mark it for the next session. Let's lay down some trees here. Or dense middle here. Put a little tiny pond in there. Alright, so I just followed the coastline with the trees, and then inside here you could go ahead and make them more dense. And I would suggest probably putting 2 or 3 cities in this forested area. Elven cities work wonderful in the forested area. It's like the first thing you think of. Think of fantasy, forests, elves. Next one's probably gnomes. All right, so that's hundreds of miles of forest right there. I actually have to get ready to go to work, so we're gonna go ahead and stop the video now. We got 265 changes in. That's pretty decent. So we're gonna go ahead and try to edit this 2.5 hours down to 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. We'll see what happens. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, share it with your friends, let them know that there's gonna be a free map coming out pretty soon, and it's gonna be completely yours. I'm not gonna use it. It'll be for you guys. All right. So thanks for watching. Great day.